Hey everyone, this is Danielle from StarsMoonandSun.com, and I'm here to give Pisces Sun, Moon, and or Rising their Scorpio new moon forecast. So ideally this reading will go from this new moon into the next new moon. Those of you that have Pisces Sun, Moon, and or Rising, you are friends with Scorpio, both water sign, both concerned with intuition, both signs that are concerned with feelings. New moon in Scorpio is an excellent time to set new intentions regarding finances, cleaning out debts, can be a period of initiating new sexual interests. Eighth house rules sex, death, and taxes. That's how it's often known. So financial endeavors. I also say it's a time to check our controlling tendencies. Anything that is also associated with our shadow side, it's a great time to really shine a light on and transcend those areas of life. This month, those of you that have Pisces placement in 15, 16 degrees, Neptune is conjoining those placements. So I'd say 14 to 16 degrees. When Neptune is conjoining your sun, moon, and or rising, you may feel out of sorts. It's essential that you protect your energy during this time. Watch who you're hanging out with. Watch those that you associate with. This is a time of absorbing other people's energy very strongly. Carry black tourmaline with you. This is also a period of confusion. When Neptune is on our sun, moon, or rising, we may have confusion in our own identity. We may have confusion about who we are. We may have confusion in our home situation. It's a period that you're supposed to be trusting your intuition, going within, spending some time meditating. For those of you that have Pisces placements in the later degrees, about 22 to about 28 degrees, Jupiter in Sagittarius is currently squaring your planets. So you may experience a few nice days. I always suggest when you're having Jupiter or Neptune transits, watch your excess. So over drinking, overeating, overspending. But with Jupiter possibly squaring your planets, if you have them in 22 to 28 degrees of Pisces, you may have quite a good month. You may find a lot of things enjoyable during this period. We also have Venus entering Sagittarius, so that also gives Pisces a boost because it makes a square to your planets. So let's get right into your reading. The first card was Dress of Alchemy, Release Your Power. The next message was Yes. The next message was Time. Four of Swords, the Temperance, and 10 of Pentacles. So when I first pulled this Release Your Power, Dress of Alchemy, I believe Aquarius received this. I took it as a sign of being the alchemist, right? And in a lot of ways, the Temperance is often depicted as the alchemist, right? The Temperance is balancing two elements and then combining them into making something new. So number one, I think there is perhaps something here where you're trying to take perhaps two people, two ideas, two ways of living, and combine them and make them into one. So there can be something over the next 30 days that involves alchemy, that involves trying to make a third entity. And I want to tell you to just be patient with that. With the Time card, this is patience. This is not going to happen in your time. This is going to happen in divine time. Patience is 100% required over the next 30 days. I'm not sure what you're trying to achieve. It could be something business related, home related, relationship related. But so trusting in divine time and not trying to force things, allowing things to unfold naturally. And also, with the Four of Swords, this is stating maybe we need to take a time out, time to rest, take a break. If there's been something that you're trying to make work, if there's something that you're trying to combine, maybe you're taking two people or two lifestyles and trying to sort of force them, to work in unison, there is a need to take a time out, right? This is also about trusting the timing of your own life. But definitely I see a need to rest, recuperate, take a time out, meditation, sort of giving your mind a break, not needing to have all the answers, allowing things to unfold in a natural way. And with the Alchemy card, where I see it as it says release your power, I feel like in intuitively, this is a card that's associated with using your power to make everything in the world work for you, or using your power. I sort of got a magician vibe from this, right? You're the alchemist. Take what you have and create the life that you want. Definitely that is a message. But I also, when I looked in the guidebook, it spoke about releasing toxic connections, toxic relationships, toxic people that stunt your growth. So I just have to caution you, if, you know, Pisces is definitely a sign that is, you know, an overgiving sign. Sometimes with the best intentions can really try to save people. So there's a need here to watch, you know, watch where you're combining your energy with this month. With the alchemy, and in the guidebook, it's saying that, you know, release toxic associations, clear your energy is what the guidebook said. And then we have something here with taking a time out, right? Four of Swords is a rest. And then taking the time card. There is something here about whatever you're trying to create, it needs some time. There needs time. And even when we see the Temperance card, temperance can also sometimes be about timing. And then I don't know if it's that you're wanting to create something in your family, right? Family, happiness, success. I mean, Ten of Pentacles to me is so many things. It's financial prosperity. It has to do with lineage. It has to do with the happy home, the security. It's your foundation. It's success. It's long-term success. It's not something that's a flash in the pan, right? It's long-term happiness, long-term success. If we see the card, we see, you know, of people just leisurely taking a time out. They're relaxing with their dog. You know, they have everything that they could need. So if you're on your way to trying to create this family foundation, this family unit, this financial prosperity, recognizing that this may take some time, right? That this is not going to be a rushed process. And when we have the Four of Swords, along with the Temperance, these are definitely all cards that indicate taking your time, taking a time out, and sort of allowing things to unfold naturally. With the Temperance, this is also reminding you to keep your balance. Pisces can be a sign, right, that's overgiving, overdoing. It can be a sign of, you know, excess or escapism as well. And Temperance, you know, Temperance reversed is somebody that's out of control. So this is a reminder to keep your balance, right? Keep your balance, maintain your equilibrium. It can be difficult perhaps for those that have Jupiter squaring your planets, for those that have Neptune conjoining your planets. It can make these transits can create an excess or an escapism or addictive-like tendencies. So this is just a gentle reminder to keep your balance, to rest, take a time out over the next 30 or so days. And then I feel like with the yes card, to me, yes is always an affirmative yes. Whenever I get the yes or the no card, I'm like, if you're not feeling yes with your whole spirit, the answer is no. So I want you to reflect over the next 30 days. Am I saying yes because I want to say yes, or am I saying yes because I feel obligated, or I'm concerned that people won't like me if I say no, or you know, 100 other reasons that people can sort of engage in those people pleaser-like tendencies. Carefully select your yeses this month. I mean, you're supposed to be giving yourself some rest. You're supposed to be taking a time out. You're supposed to be surrendering to divine time. So when it comes to other people, I just want you to ask, does this resonate with me? Do I feel like doing this? Am I saying yes because I really want to say yes? But overall, I think there is 100% a long-term success here, a long-term happiness, a vision for long-term prosperity and stability. I just think that it requires some balance and some surrendering to divine time. And then I also think it may mean eliminating some people that are toxic or not healthy, that are not beneficial to your well-being. And this definitely, it could be even people that you don't see clearly. When you have Neptune on your planets, you can see people through rose-colored glasses. You can see people through this sort of, I like to say, a sparkling veneer. And then you're seeing the soul of them. And Pisces is definitely a sign that's associated with the soul. So I want you to just think, are there people in my life that are taking and taking, and you know, there's not an equal exchange? Are there people in my life that are taking advantage of my kindness? And if so, 100%, I think this card is a testament to perhaps cutting them off. It doesn't even have to be forever. Maybe you just need a time out, which is indicated with the Time card and the Four of Swords. Like, sometimes you just have to let people handle their own shit. And you have to tend to your own self, you know, in the Temperance. Get back to you, finding your equilibrium, finding your balance. I mean, this is a yoga pose. Perhaps bringing your ass to yoga class. And then only saying yes when you really want to, or only saying yes to things that are going to help you achieve this. Maybe you've been saying yes to situations where you know the person or the situation or the people or the job or the offer doesn't really factor into your vision of long-term success and happiness. Really being aware of what you're saying yes to over the next month or so. That's just my little advice for my Pisces Sun, Moon, and or Rising. I look forward to seeing you next month. Of course, if you want a reading, StarsMoonandSun.com.